Fake name Stephanie, you are in voice change. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so the red flag at the wedding, what happened?
There were so many. This was my wedding. And so somehow the chef at the country club we were at started drinking with some of the best man.
Yeah.
And something happened. They got in a fight.
Nice.
A water fountain was ripped off the wall. I had friends in from another country who were drinking with my then husband at the time.
Sure.
For like an hour. And so they were drinking. My husband never drank. He just wasn't a drinker. And he ended up in the hospital that night.
Oh, God, from drinking?
Uh-huh, yes.
Holy shnikes.
So,
wait, Fake name Stephanie, how long did you guys last, if you don't mind me asking?
About 10 months.
Okay. I mean,
oh my gosh.
The best man getting in a fight with a chef, to me, is...
That's wild.
Stephanie, on 1 second, you were in the running. Because then it's like, what else could happen? Well, your husband,
Right?
he's going to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
That's
From drinking too much.
Yes. We go,
Nightmare.
Fake name Jess needs a voice change. Fake name Jess, good morning.
Good morning.
So, your hand for red flag at the wedding, what happened?
Right. So let me start off by saying I don't want the tickets. You can definitely give them to somebody else.
Okay.
But I wanted to share the story. So my wedding, my husband has a brother and sister who did not RSVP. They said they were not coming. Then they showed up with their parents, and we had a black tie event. They were very underdressed, and then sat out in the car the whole time drinking at our alcohol-free wedding and got into a fight with one of the neighbors.
Are you kidding?
I mean, so when they showed up, they didn't respond to RSVP. When they showed up, what was your first thought?
I was like, I cannot believe this. And then I had to go, change all the seating around.
Sure.
But they had said they weren't coming.
Are we still with the husband?
We wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, yeah, that's what he wants, surprise at the wedding for sure. Are you guys still together?
We are. The family relationship is not good.
Sure. I was going to say, your husband had to be aware that his sister and brother were idiots, right?
Yeah, he was livid.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I would
okay?
be too.
Fake name Jess, hold on 1 second. I will at least give you a coffee. That's one of those things where as long as your partner knows, they're idiots, then I think, okay,
You'll
at least
be
you can
okay.
expect that, but holy shnikes. Let's go. Fake name Lisa, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so your hand for the red flag at the wedding. This wasn't your wedding. It was a childhood friend's wedding?
Actually, yes, my best friend's wedding. Yeah.
Okay, what happened?
So we had grown up together, and basically when he got married and everything, it was a nice wedding. It was great and everything. And during the reception or whatever, people were drinking, people were having a good time.
Sure.
And, some of the favorite music that we had grown up to listening to, friends have songs, even if you're friends or if you're in relationships or whatever, friends have songs that remind you of
Sure.
Well, our particular song came on, and he proceeds to serenade in the front of the whole reception, the wedding party. Now, I wasn't, I was the maid of honor as well, and to his wife then, and he decides to serenade me, get on his hands and knees and everything, and proceeds to kiss both of my cheeks and my hand when the song was over.
Oh, God. How bizarre.
What the heck?
That's so are he and her still together?
So, no, and there's a bizarre twist.
Oh, boy.
So they ended up staying together for about 6 or 7 years, and now me and his wife have been together for almost 20 years.
Look at that. Holy shnikes.
Whoa.
Do you guys ever joke about it? And did you have feelings before?
No, to be honest, we actually didn't like each other, and I think the reason we didn't like each other was because there was some feelings there, but she didn't like me because that he, of everything she always assumed and thought for that reason, obviously,
Sure.
and then other reasons, because we had a very close relationship. We were best friends, and then that came about, and it was just, very uncomfortable or whatever, but so no, we kind of came together at the very end of their relationship.
Nice.
And we've been off and on, but we've been steady together for now 20 years.
Holy shnikes,
Wow.
that's amazing. Okay, that is quite the twist. Fake name Lisa,
Was
1
not
second.
expecting that.
Yeah, you were in the running. Hold on 1 second. That's awesome. Let me go. In beautiful Woodbridge, home of EB and fam, Caitlin, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so red flag. Oh, my God. This is for your wedding, correct?
Correct.
Oh, what happened?
So my ring had to be resized and weeks and months, and it kept getting delayed, and who couldn't do it and whatever it was. And I told them, like, I'm getting married this day. It's got to be done. I go to the jewelry store the morning of to go pick up my ring, all done up, all ready to get married. I show up, and they're like, well, our delivery truck was robbed, and we don't have your wedding ring.
Holy shnikes. What are the odds?
Are you kidding?
What are the odds? And they didn't bother calling you?
They didn't bother calling. They didn't bother saying anything. I mean, they never called me through the whole process. I had to call somebody all the time to find out what was going on. And then they were like, oh, well, you can just pick a random ring from the jewelry store.
Oh, can I?
And I ended up with this ugly ring because I have fat fingers and nothing fit. And so I got married with such an ugly ring. I didn't even have pictures of it because I was like, well, that's not my ring.
Yeah. I can't believe, Caitlin, they wouldn't call you and be like, hey.
Yeah, to let you know.
This Bill from, Chris's Jewelers here, so your ring's stolen. Instead of making you go to the store. Are you guys still together?
We are not. 11 months later, I kicked them out, and now I'm engaged to somebody else, so it doesn't matter. And I have the ring.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, yeah. As long fool me once, shame on me. All right, Caitlin.
Gosh.
Wait, Caitlin, without saying the ring place, were they also in Woodbridge?
They are, but they're also all over the place.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Caitlin, 1 second. You were in the running. Let me go to Silver Spring. Jenny, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so at the wedding, the red flag was what?
My mother-in-law at the reception, when everybody was giving speeches, gave an entire speech that was only about her son, starting when he was born all the way up to the present day. Not a single thing about me or our relationship or the wedding or anything.
So this completely left you out of the whole speech. Not even like a...
That is so bizarre.
Yeah, just intentionally not say anything.
Not at all. And we were married for 15 years. And when we got divorced, my mom and my sister, they said the first thing, they were like, well, you should have known that she never talked to you about you at the wedding.
Yeah, what an odd thing. This to not even that's just so petty. Was she always a pain in the rear end?
Yeah, she was. They were very close. Let's put it that way.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Jenny, 1 second. You were in the running. That's something my mom would do, I think. Is she didn't like who I was marrying?
Oh, yeah. If your mom didn't like the person, yes, I could see that happening.
And I do think if my mom didn't like somebody, her judgment, I'll never tell this to her directly, usually spot
good.
on.
Yeah.
So that would probably be a sign for me like, oh boy.
Yeah.
That's not good.